So, hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing, ma'am?
Yes, I'm doing great. Fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. And how about you?
Yeah, I also have been doing great, ma'am. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking too.
Okay. How is going on your day?
Yeah, day has been shaping up in a stupendous manner so far, and this is my first conversation of the day, and it's been long time I haven't conducted any session with somebody because I was completely engrossed and tied up in different tasks. So those were too much imperative for me, and still I have been keeping myself tied up and compiled with those things itself. But yeah, fortunately, I got your message in the group, and I was also questing for somebody with whom I can like have couple of words. So therefore, I grabbed that opportunity, and finally, we are here.
Okay, it's my pleasure, sir. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I am very, very happy. Yeah. So, sir,
So tell me
um,
something about you. How's your day like been so far?
yeah, my day has been well, we can say. I did a lot of work in my morning. My morning was a little bit quite hectic because I am a homemaker, so I have to do a lot of work in my house. After that, I feel free because, but nowadays I am under the weather, so that's why I have some problem. I am
Mm-hmm.
not feeling like I am not able to connect to someone. But every
Mm.
day I try to connect to someone, without practice every single day, our fluency and everything is reduced. That's why
Exactly.
try.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
try connect someone. But really, I
Completely.
am not able to connect. Like I am not able to speak a lot someone nowadays. When I connect
Completely on board with
someone,
you.
after that I immediately start a headache like that.
Completely on board with you. And I also have been witnessing this particular thing that if somebody is not keeping the momentum continue, and if somebody is not having intensive and vigorous practice in this language, they always feel like that they are vulnerable in this language. They are not going to utter this English language perfectly and precisely. I also feel like sometimes when I don't get astounding opportunities to connect with the people, and so that moment of time I also gonna consider myself, I'm also gonna consider myself inferior and debilitated. But unfortunately, or fortunately I would say, we have to definitely take the bull by the horns to work on ourselves, and we definitely need to burn the candles at both ends, so that whenever we are having any conversation with somebody at that moment of time, instead of devastating our time, we are apt to hold that conversation. This is our first and foremost responsibility.
Right, right. You are saying right. I agree with you, sir. So, sir, first
Hmm.
of all, I want to ask you one question. How did you learn English when you started your English journey? What types of difficulty did you face? Because your English very amazing, wonderful too. How did you
Okay.
learn English like that? Please tell me.
So, whichever the intricacies and difficulties you are facing right now, I was also having the same kind of things in my incipient days when I kicked off my journey for the first time in this language. Because you are from Aligarh and I am from Bulandshahr, right? So it is not like
Right.
too much far from it is not too much distance between both the cities.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now you
right.
can comprehend this thing when somebody is from pastoral and rustic place, and if they are going to kick off their journey in this language, so what all kind of fatalities and intricacies they have to confront actually. So I was also coping up with all the fatalities, all the difficulties which you have been confronting right now, but still I need to find out a couple of ways. By following them, by chasing them, I'll be able to vanquish this language. So what I was doing at that moment of time, I was just introspecting myself. I was scrutinizing my own communication whenever I'm having words with somebody. How am I, like how I'm articulating myself, right? What kind of words are being picked up by me while having words? So these kind of things I used to contemplate at that moment of time. I still do this same thing because, as you already have mentioned, this thing that we need relentless and consecutive practice in everything.
Yeah,
So
right.
at that moment of time when I was able to recognize and introspect this thing, that I am lacking in this particular thing, that I am not able to pronounce the word correctly, I have not been utilizing couple of words in my communication. So those kind of flaws, those kind of scarcities I was finding, and simultaneously I was working on them to eradicate them actually. So whatever the flaws and scarcities I was having, I was slowly and gradually exerting to eradicate them, to eliminate them from my communication. And still I have been doing the same thing. I still have tons of scarcities in my communication, but still I already have kicked off my journey in this particular thing, that I need to eliminate and I need to alleviate all the flaws whichever I'm having. So I've been just doing all those things.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. So your very interesting journey, we can say. Really, sir, I also try to read some not advanced, really normal, but when I connect someone while conversation time, I forget. I
Reading
try to use,
is
yeah, I try to use that vocabulary, sentence structure, but
okay.
I don't know forget, but I have no any fear, hesitation when I connect someone, but I don't know why I forget.
Yeah, actually, it happens with us, with everybody. It happens with me as well. So when I work on, let's suppose I have worked on 10 words. So whenever I'm gonna have any session with somebody on the spur of the moment, I will only be able to utilize only few words out of 10 words.
Yeah,
Right. So it
right,
happens
right,
with
sir.
everybody. So we just need to work on our like vocabularies, and we just need to work on a large chunk, so that we'll be able to actually consolidate the cream things of those vocabularies, right? So if we are working on 10 vocabularies, and if we are able to utilize only 5 vocabularies out of 10, so we should work on 20 vocabularies. At least we'll be able to utilize 10 vocabularies. So one or the other day we'll be able to definitely utilize those particular things. We'll be able to deploy them in our conversations without having any kind of trepidation, right?
Yes, right, right.
Yeah. So
Got it,
these
got
kind
it.
of things which are too much imperative while dealing with the people, while working on our communication skill, which we are not able to actually comprehend. Tell me something
Okay,
about your
okay.
journey. Like when did you start your journey? So what all kind of difficulties you were confronting at that moment of time?
Yes, to be honest, I can say I have been learning English for more than 8 months. Yeah. So I am from village lady. So I had faced a lot of difficulties when I started my English journey because I didn't know how to learn this language. When I was in college school at the time I studied English language, but only subject all, not a
Mm,
language.
mm,
Everyone like taught us only subject, grammars, some writing paragraph like that, but they didn't teach us how to speak English. That's why I was not able to connect someone. I was not a speak a single sentence. But I wanted to learn this language. Every time I thought that how can I learn this language because my level is very low. But my husband said to me one day you can learn English. You don't worry about that because it's a very we can say it's a very tough task for us in beginning time. After that, gradually you can learn English. Don't worry about that. Everybody in beginning time faced a lot of difficulties. After that, they also remove everything less everything and improve a lot. But you don't. Everyone first of all be thinking about I should learn this language. I should speak this language perfectly, but we can't speak this language perfectly in beginning time. So you don't worry about that. Then I started my English journey. I first of all like learn some grammar rules. After that, we can say everything I started as well, like my YouTube journey, speaking journey, reading, everything
mhm,
I started as well. But after that, I faced some problem, we can say, because I didn't have any English partner. There was no English environment. Now I can say I have a partner, lot of because here on this application, if I feel free, then I drop the message, then I can get any one person. But at that time, I didn't have any partner to with like practice. We
Hmm.
could have practice with them. But yeah, that is my journey. Like gradually, I learned English. Still now, I am learning English. I am not much fluent in English, but I know very well. I believe on me so much. I will improve. Then I will approach definitely one day on my goal.
No, absolutely. You already have achieved and prevailed this fluency. You already have conquered this language in a spectacular manner. So now these days, I
Yes,
have been
sir.
witnessing tons of people, those who have been working on their communication, but you really improved. You really, brought intensive and formidable transformations in your communication. I can personally witness this particular thing because as I have connected with you once uh, formally as well. So at that moment of
One
time,
month
I
ago.
was
Yes.
able, yeah, yeah. So at that moment of time, I was apt to analyze this thing that you have definitely vanquished a great fluency in this language, and now you're just refining and brushing up and enhancing your skills, like how you can
Yeah.
articulate yourself in front of the people, right? How you can articulate yourself in the better version all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. It's my dream. Anyhow, I want to enhance my communication skills. Spoken English, we can say, because now I am very, very excited to learn this language. When I saw someone on YouTube, videos, at the time I was very surprised and like that excited. Oh my God, that person, how can they speak English very fluently on video? But
Hmm.
I was not my cup of tea that things. Nowadays
No,
I
it's
am
not like
very
that.
happy we can say because now I can speak English in front of
Actually,
others.
I also had these kind of delusions and misconceptions in my conscience that this is completely a intricate task for me, that I'll be able to speak this language, right? But yeah, when I got to know this thing that we need intensive practice in this, so I
Yeah,
emphasized, I accentuated only on the practice, which made me to speak this language eventually. And still, as you
yes,
just mentioned, that I'm not perfect, I'm also not a vigilant and a cognizant person in this. I have been just working on myself to refine my communication skills more. Right? I need to go further. I
yeah.
need to drill it down more.
But you improved a lot, really. We can say everyone not fluent in this language because it's a not short task. It's a very
Hmm.
big task. We can't learn this language in short time. That's why we
Exactly.
need to practice a lot every single day. But really, your English very amazing. I like very much.
Hmm.
At that time, I also connected with you. After that, I was very admire your English. Oh my God, really, he speaks amazing English and wonderful also.
Actually, I literally wanted to like work on my communication like this itself, and I was also looking forward for these kind of transformations in my communication. Whenever I'm gonna deal with any native speaker, or I'm gonna deal with any corporate speaker, so at that time they used to, when I used to deal with them, so they used to consider me debilitated in such moments whenever I'm gonna deal with them. So when I used to be considered like waste of space, so that moment of time, instead of like getting that motivation of speaking, I was getting some kind of humiliation, some kind of disheartenment, which made me that I should definitely bring some formidable transformations in my communication as well. And conspicuously, I'm mentioning this thing that this is literally not a mundane and ordinary task for everybody, right?
Yeah,
Now
right.
these days, tons of people have started their journey, but why they are just dropping off, why they are just devastating their time in this language? Why? Because they are not able to witness the conspicuous impact in their communication, the intensive and the intensive impact in their communication, and therefore they are just considering their self inferior, and they are considering this thing that I'll not be able to speak this language, therefore they are just quitting from this journey. So this is not the right
Right.
solution. to conquer this language, if we literally want to victor this language and we want to speak this language eloquently, so we just need to have incessant practice in this language, right? We need
Right,
to put
right,
ourselves into the hot water first, then we'll be able to speak this language eloquently. So still
right, right.
I need to do intensive practice still. Tons of people with whom I have been connecting, they have been asking to me this thing for a long period of time, that I utilize couple of vocabularies while having like words with somebody. So this is literally not a like mundane task for me. Literally, this is a completely intricate and hard nut to crack for me. Whenever I utilize any vocabularies, I need to definitely bite the bullet all the time. Then I'm
Okay.
apt to utilize couple of things in the communication. I also get, reluctancy. I also get stammering. I also feel vulnerable while having words with somebody. But yeah, this is the part of our, growth. This is the part of embracing growth in our life. If you are,
So,
if you are having,
sir, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, if you are having some kind of baffledness while articulating yourself, it doesn't mean that you can't do that particular thing. You can, but you need some intensive practice. You need some, vigorous practice in that to get the
Right.
prominent result. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. We need to, I need to biggest practice, we can say, because without practice, we can't learn in this language. That's why everybody, if you want to learn this, everything, not this language, whatever we want, first of all, we need to hard practice every single day. We can improve gradually, gradually, definitely. So,
Tell
sir,
me
I
something
want to
about your
ask
routine.
also one
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to also ask one question. How do you use phrasal verb idioms? You also use phrasal verbs idioms while conversation. I know for phrasal verbs idioms, but I am not able to use while conversation someone.
Okay. So, what people, let me tell you, let me exemplify it here. So, what people have been doing, they have been learning tons of meanings of single word, right?
Yes,
And in the chaos of this particular thing, they are not able to recall even a single meaning of that particular word. So, what we need to gaze here, what we need to examine here, we need to learn only a single meaning of a single word. It can be phrasal verb, it can be idioms, and any vocabulary. It can be anything in the spoken English. We need to only need to learn only one meaning of that particular word, right? And we just need
yes,
to utilize that particular in the same context, in the same meaning, right? If I have learned gaze means just to napna. In Hindi, I can say gaze. I want to gaze my
yes, yes,
communication.
oh, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, means
gaze.
नापना या तुलना करना, we can say yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
So if I have learned this word, so I just need to know only the one meaning of this particular word. So I need to utilize this particular word like this itself. So I don't need to go
yeah,
for the other meanings of, like, now these days people, what they have been thinking, that I should learn the opposite word as well of this particular word, and I should learn the synonyms as well, which is not going to assist us to become more articulative and more spectacular while having words with somebody. So if we are just working on the single meaning of any particular word, that would be more utilizable, more workable for us, and we'll be able to utilize that particular word efficiently. Will not be able will
right.
not be able to confront any kind of hindrances, any kind of baffledness out there while deploying that particular word. So this thing I have been doing, I have been just only questing for the single meaning of any particular word which I need to deploy in my communication skills. And when I'm obligating myself that I need to utilize couple of words, so that time I can't hold myself, I can't stall myself that I can't utilize couple of words.
Okay, okay, got it, sir. Thank you so much.
Tell me something about you, what you have been doing now these days to amplify your own communication, because I can witness that you have been speaking a great English here.
First of all, I would like to thank you so much for your kind words, lovely. We can say, sir, nowadays, if I talk about earlier time, I used to do hard work, but after some time, immediately, unfortunately, I had some problem. then I was not able to do so much hard work. We can say I also did only something, but nowadays I have also some problem only, not only some problem, but I try to do everyday work like whenever I what happened? Whenever I get free time and my leisure time, we can say that time I try to connect someone, and I also read in English newspaper. That is not in my cup of tea, we can say, but I try to read because there are a lot of big vocabulary. After that read,
Mm.
then I write down on my notebook. After that I try to translate on Google. After that I get like a meaning that word.
Okay. Okay,
Other
one
things
more thing.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to intervene you here, and sorry for the disruption here. So I
No,
would like to
no.
mention one
Okay.
more thing here with for you. So as you have just mentioned this thing that you are reading out something, and you are just consolidating couple of words from there, and you
Yeah.
have been finding out the questing the meaning of those particular words, and then you always endeavor to utilize them in your communication. So instead of jotting down all those words in your notebook, what you need to do, you need to segregate this thing, you need to distinguish this thing, that will you be able to enforce those words in your communication, right? Instead of consolidating those words and jotting down those words from your in your notebook, first you need to first you need to scrutinize this thing, that is it the word which can be utilized by you while having words with somebody. If you are able to find out, if you are able to quest this thing, that you will be able to speak this word, you will be able to utilize this word whenever you are having conversation with somebody, then you should work on that particular thing, right? You don't need to learn each and every single word. So now these days we have been having such kind of a misconception in our brain itself, that we earlier I used to do the same thing. Earlier I used to think that whichever the vocabularies I have been getting in newspaper, I need to compile all those vocabularies, and I need to pile up them in my notebook, right? And I used to do the same thing, and I used to think that I'll be able to utilize each and every single word, which was my delusion. Actually will not be able to utilize each and every single word. So here this is a certain responsibility. We need to distinguish this thing, that which words can be utilized in the real time conversations, right? So I have been doing the same thing, and I have been telling to the people as well for a long period of time, that you need to introspect this thing, that what all active vocabularies can be learned by us, right? And we only need to learn those vocabularies, those can be utilized by us in real time conversations. Like instead of chasing rainbows out there, we should work on definitely active vocabularies.
Okay, sure,
Hmm.
sir. You are saying right. I agree with you. That is, we can say easy task when I connect someone. They also use that vocabulary. We also focus on this
Exactly, yeah.
vocabulary. Yeah, right. Then we can also try to, if you connect someone, that vocabulary. That is benefit for us, we can say. Right, definitely. But
Okay, tell
really,
me.
it's very hard task for me to read
Exactly.
a newspaper.
Not only for you itself, it is completely an intricate and tedious task for me too. Like it is completely out of the question that somebody can comprehend and penetrate the vocabularies on news of newspaper, right? Even I also find that I'm not able to comprehend the vocabularies, all the vocabularies on of newspapers. But yeah, slowly and gradually, if you are boxed into reading out the newspaper, and if you are just resonating yourself with the vocabularies of newspaper each and every single day, so one or the other day, definitely you'll be able to penetrate this thing, that what all kind of vocabularies have been utilized in that newspaper, right? You'll be able to comprehend that particular thing one or the other day, and then you will be able to comprehend this thing as well, that how you can deploy them, how you can incorporate them in your conversations actually.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure,
Okay, so
sure.
tell me one thing. I am really inquisitive to know this thing, that as you have been speaking this language eloquently, so whenever you speak this language in front of somebody near around your area, in whichever area you are living right now, so like how the people are treating you now these days?
I can say
Your
lot
your
of people they
neighbors,
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, you
my
need.
neighbors,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
family members, they know about me that I can
Mm,
speak English in front of others. But they are very shocked and very excited. I have some sisters-in-law, we can say. They also, oh my God, hobby, how can you speak English in front of others? I want to learn English. But
mm,
please you teach me. I told them, you don't worry, I will teach you definitely, but now I need to improve my communication skills because I am not
mm,
much fluent in English, but definitely I will teach you. But they also very excited, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and if I talk about my parents-in-law, they also, my mother-in-law is not, we can say, educated, but she also understand while my mouth activity. He also
mm,
watched my videos and oh my god, what do you speak? Very fastly. But my father-in-law, they can understand. He also, but by the way, I covered my face in front of my father-in-law. But he also watched my video. He also watched my video sometimes. He also admired me a lot. Oh my God, I can't believe that we can speak English in front of others.
mm,
But at the time I feeling very nervous because I covered my face in front of my father-in-law. But he also watched
mm,
my video with less, like without covered face, without any dupatta like that. But every time I used to cover my face, like head, not face. That's why, because some people, my in-law house, in-law family, in-law house, they also
mm.
watch my video. That is not good in without covered my head.
Yeah,
They also
absolutely. And
very
one
happy.
more thing is there. One more thing is there that those who don't want to speak this language in your near around area, they always trying to. They always must be exerting to pull your leg that you are being Britishers, you are being American, right? So they feel like this thing. They speak like this thing.
Some
That
people
actually,
like.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, you are
Actually, it
saying right, sir.
happens. It used to happen with me as well when I was in my stepping step, where I was not able to articulate myself in such a better manner, right? So at that moment of time, people used to take me granted. They used to take me frivolous. That Lalit can't speak this language. This is literally out of the question. That how a pastoral and rustic person can speak this language. How a person can be a prosperous at this English language, right? Who is from domestic village particularly. So I used to be treated in the same manner, but now these days picture has completely changed, right? They have got to know this thing that like there are a couple of transformations in Lalit as well.
Yeah,
Earlier,
yeah.
when I was exerting or endeavoring to speak in front of the people, I was not able to articulate myself. I used to feel reluctant. I used to feel vulnerable in such situations. I used to consider myself debilitated and flimsy. But now these days, I have been like confronting such kind of moments where I can unfold and unconceal myself vehemently in public, particularly. So I would like to know one more thing from your end. Have you ever got the chance to speak this English language in front of somebody in person?
No, I didn't get yet. But if you
Mhm.
definitely, I will get this chance in front of others to speak English. Definitely, I will speak because I want to do that thing. Anyone invite me, then I will go there. After that, I will speak English in front of others. I want to do. I am very excited
Okay.
to do that work.
What about your kids? They can speak in English?
Yeah, my elder daughter, she can speak English a little bit, not so much. We can say she also
Okay.
goes to school in English medium, so she
She
can
so
understand something.
yeah, you must be
But
teaching to them
yeah,
itself.
younger one, she doesn't know how to because she no, doesn't able to speak a lot words. She's now young. That's
And
why.
now you must aware about this thing that what's the value of this English communication. And now you already have commenced this thing that you need to tell to your kids that what's the value of this English language, and you should also
Yeah,
definitely inculcate this
yeah.
English language. Yeah.
We can say our environment focus a lot on our kids because when I connect someone, when I make a video, my kids also follow me. After that, they also open my mobile camera. They also, hi guys, how are you? I am Swani Rajput. That things they also want to do. But after that, I
That's the great
very
thing.
laugh. Oh my God! Because they also follow me, guide me like that. When I connect someone, when I make videos, they also show me. Oh, my
Hmm.
mama making video. I can do it. I will try. My elder daughter, she's very like we can say naughty and excited to do lot of things.
Hmm. Yeah, this is the great,
Yeah,
as you have already witnessed this particular thing in your life as well, that whatever we consolidate from our ambience, we get the same thing, we obtain the same thing in our life actually. As it is said as well that whichever kind of ordination and attributes we are giving to our kids, they are gonna definitely chase them, right? Only
yeah, yeah.
so
Right, right.
so yeah, so whatever the kind of people we are having in our ambience particularly, we should definitely let them know, like what's the value of this English communication now these days, because now these
Huh,
days
right,
without
right.
this English communication you will not be able to perpetuate, and you'll not be able to grow
The
by leaps and bounds in your career growth,
our life,
right?
we can say also we can't. Yeah, we are not able to grow our life. We are not able to purchase anything without English.
Exactly.
We
So
are
we
we are
have
not able
to,
to go somewhere. We are not able to connect with someone. If we know English, we can connect all over the world people. I
exactly,
like very much that's why this language. Because
exactly, and
nowadays my family, like in my neighbors, in my village, they don't know about me. But all over, not all over the world, but in my India, nowadays a lot of people know about me. Who is Rashmi?
I know
For
about
that
you.
things I like
I know about you, so people must also aware about you that you are Rashmi, and you have been working on yourself,
because
on your
my
communication too.
husband, my husband also said to me that thing, no problem, no one can't know about you like in my surrounding people, neighbors. But in our Indian, lot of people know about you. Who's Rashmi?
That's the great
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, I know.
and that's the great recognition you are getting. Actually,
Yeah,
so here people are indulging their self in making reels, right? They are
yeah, yeah.
devastating and
Making
sabotaging
reels,
their time.
watching reels. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they are sabotaging their time, like creating some devastation kind of content itself. They are not
Content, yeah,
utilizing,
right.
yeah, they are not utilizing their time to work on their micro skills or their personality itself. At least
Yes,
you are
yes.
doing such a stupendous job, I would say, such a meritorious job you have been doing, that you have already commenced your journey in this language, and you already have vanquished this language. You are able to speak this language in such a spectacular manner, and now you are dealing with the people in a confideful manner. You have that confide in yourself that you can break the ice anywhere. So whenever you are you are gonna be witnessed by somebody, your neighbors, your husband, your acquaintances, your beloved ones, whenever you are gonna be noticed by somebody, they are definitely gonna quest this thing into you, that you already have conquered this language and you should teach me how can I speak this
Yeah,
language now.
yeah, right. So you are saying that. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for your lovely comments. Your lovely comments touched me a lot. Really, if you someone like motivated us, we also motivate a lot. We have to do a lot of work after that because that things I want to do. Thank you so much, sir.
Exactly. Mm.
When I started my English journey, I got some people. We can't say like bad, but that is not good. We can say because they also one person I got. He also told me, "Why are you learning English? You should do care your kids, your husband. You should do your housework only. Why are you learning English?" But at the time, I was very we can say unmotivated. But my husband guided me. Oh my God! Why are you feeling sad? Some people you don't know. A lot of people live on earth. Some people very good. Some people very bad. We
Mm.
can't concentrate on that word, people. So that's why you can hit them people. You got a lot of good people. You also focus on them. Why you focus on bad people?
Yeah, actually, in my incipient days, I also used to get such people. Still, I get some people. They are saying to me that why are you utilizing tons of words while speaking? What's the use of them? If somebody is not able to comprehend you conspicuously, so what's the use of them? Why you are utilizing them? So I always say them that this is not your forte. Your forte is just to recognize, just to assess the communication of others, just to find the flaws in others, not in yourself. And my forte is just to work on myself. How can I deploy abundance of words while speaking? Right. This is my particular job, and my certain responsibility is just to amplify my own communication, not to make you understand, right, how you can like assess the others. So this is not my job. My job is just to work on
Right.
myself, so we shouldn't definitely
Self.
focus
Yeah,
on
yeah.
such
Right,
people.
right.
Yeah,
It's
we
our job
shouldn't.
only. Yeah, yeah. Only do our communication skills. We don't consider others. Lot of people they think that they all can think, no problem. But we should consider our work only.
Yeah, we shouldn't ponder about such contemplations whatever the people are having
Yeah.
right now about
Yes,
us.
yes, yes.
If we are going to
That
work
things
on
might
ourselves
also.
according, yeah, if we are going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
work on ourselves according to the people's contemplations, we will not be able to definitely grow by leaps and bounds. We'll not be able to
Right,
perpetuate our personality, right? So if we literally
right,
want
right,
to definitely witness couple of conspicuous transformations in our personality, so we need to introspect ourselves by own self, right? Then
right, right.
we need to go for it, that how we can eradicate those flaws and scarcities, and how we can cultivate our abundance of skills simultaneously. This is our certain responsibility.
Right, right, sir. You are saying right. I agree with you. Really, that things also my husband and brother said to me when I started my English study. You don't worry about that anything. You should focus on your work. You should only focus on your communication skills too. I will learn English anyhow. Only you don't worry about it. Some people what thinking about you. No problem. They have work. They can think. No problem. But you have only one work. You should improve your communication skills. You should like do your work on your communication skills only.
you
You
know
don't
uh,
concentrate over there.
there is a saying in English that is, there is a black sheep in every fold, right? There is a black sheep in every fold. In Hindi,
Yeah.
we can say बुरे लोग तो हर जगह मिलते हैं, right? So so now this is our certain responsibility, how we can distant,
Everywhere.
yeah, yeah, how we can
Yeah,
distant
we
ourselves.
can get. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
We can get every variety we can say in human beings. Some people, not just about in my side, your side, everywhere, all over the world. Like
Exactly.
that, people we can get. But good people
Absolutely.
we can also get so many
But yeah,
good people.
rarely we get, hardly we get such
Yeah,
great people. It is
yeah,
completely like intricate task to find a philanthropic and a benevolent personality. Actually, I have personally witnessed this thing, that as long as like I have been having sessions with the people, I have been witnessing this thing, that I have been getting only those people, those who are much boorish people, those who are jerky people. They
yes,
are just
yes,
devastating
yes.
their own time, and they are just sabotaging others' time too. Right? They are just chasing rainbows here and there. They are not utilizing their time.
Yes, 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 yes. You are saying right, sir. Really,
Hmm.
you are saying
Okay.
right.
Anything else you would like to bring up today? Because I'm done with my
Yeah.
questions and contemplations.
Okay, no problem. We can connect again. Then I will ask you any question. Now I am very very happy after connecting with you. Really, I learned so many things from your side when I connect with you. Earlier time I used to connect with you. At the time I did connect with you. At the time also learned so many things. Today also when I show your message, I oh my God immediately I should connect with you because your English so much amazing. Don't you?
Actually, I also need couple of people with whom I can do like some vigorous practice, and yeah, therefore I also exert to obtain that opportunity. Like if somebody is putting out their like their messages in the group, so I always feel like that I should definitely grab that opportunity to have that conversation with that particular person. So I was also questing for the same. And I'm also very ecstatic that I have got that astounding opportunity again to have words with you. Yeah. Thank you so much for
Okay,
connecting
thank you
with me.
so thank you also. Thank you so much, sir, giving me your precious time. We can say I'm very happy.
Okay, then. Have a
Okay,
great
sir.
time. Bye bye. Thank you.
Okay, have a nice day.